When you started, do you feel like, did y'all have such a strong commentating?
John Anik is the fucking man. He's great, and Daniel Cormier's the fucking man. And, you know, when I get to do it with Dominic Cruz or, you know, anybody else that, you know, I get Paul Felder's fucking great. It's amazing. It's a beautiful job, and I love DC. Like, when me and DC hang out and have fun, it's just like, he's such a great guy, and he knows so much about the sport. You know, 2-division world champion and great wrestler, and just a dude who likes to have fun. Like, we laugh a lot, and it's a great job, man. I love it. I look forward to it every time. I look forward to it this weekend. I'm doing this weekend in Dallas. I'm pumped.
Oh, nice. I don't know who's fighting on that one.
It's Amanda Nunes.
Two?
Yeah, versus Juliana Pena.
Dude, I was at the first one.
Yes. Who knows what's happening in that rematch?
And Halle Berry was there at the first one, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool.
Halle Berry's a big fan. She's there all the time.
Yeah, that was
loves
cool.
The sport.
Yeah, Jared Leto was there. He's neat.
He's always there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves it. It's always, I mean, it's exciting, man. You know who's a big fan of it now? Mark Zuckerberg. He's a big fan of MMA.
Really?
Yeah. He loves it. He got, like, super addicted to it. He's training now. He's doing jiu-jitsu.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
They should make him fight other owners of things.
Who do you think he would fight? Bezos? Bezos is a little older. Kind of cruel to make him fight Bezos. He might fuck Bezos up.
Who could he get in against? Somebody that...
I put all my money on Elon. You teach
Really?
Elon martial arts? Yeah, he'd figure out a way to fuck you up.
Yeah. He's efficient. He just had like 9 kids in a month, I heard on Twitter. How fucking efficient is that?
I think he's doing it through in vitro fertilization.
I'm sure.
He jerks off into a FedEx tube and mails it to these ladies.
I've thought about that. I've thought about having a kid via like a machine or something, you know?
You think that's the way to do it?
I think, because I was thinking about having a child with a friend of mine.
A guy or a girl?
A woman.
Okay.
Damn,
just checking.
bruh.
I just want to let you know what you can and can't do.
Yeah, Google what's the percentage of
dudes who can get pregnant. But you'll get confused now. Like, how many men can get pregnant? All of them. They'll say all of them.
Yeah.
Today, you know, no one knows what to say.
But I think
is
those
it a
men
man
are trying
or is
to
it a woman?
Those men are trying to trick other men to busting in them all the time.
I think we're talking about trans men. That's what they're talking about.
Oh, I see, where they put the ovaries into a man.
No. Like a biological female becomes a man. Trans men.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So when they said, "Can men get pregnant?" people say yes. And you're like, okay, I want off. Yeah. I want off this planet. I can't take your fucking confusing reality.
But do you think ever that Mother Nature has a plan, a bigger plan, where in the end it all ends up that we're like trans, like Ben Simmons is, like all like crossed? You know what
Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons is like a Mick. He's a black and I think he's black and white, right? He played at LSU. He's a great basketball player.
What does it have to do with his sexuality?
But he's beige. You know what I'm saying? He's beige. Does it? You know what I'm saying? Does it end? Because here we go.
What the fuck? He's probably like, what the fuck, man? I'm a man. Leave me alone, bitch.
But if he put a wig on,
no.
If he put a wig on and shaved, I'm just
with
saying,
those fucking arms and hands.
Yeah.
If you get tricked by that guy,
then you want to.
Yeah, you want to get tricked. You're trying to get tricked. Yeah. You're like, trick me. Trick me, Ben Simmons. That's a fucking manly man. The size of his fucking hands. Go back to that picture. Bro, that guy's jacked. Yeah. If you think that's a woman, I mean, maybe he is now. I don't know. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
No.
He's 6'11". He's giant.
Go Tigers, man. He's an LSU Tiger. But what I'm saying is...
What are you saying?
Here's what I'm saying, man. I can't believe you guys can't understand me.
I do understand what you're saying. I'm just fucking around.
Okay. And I'm just fucking around, too. Okay. Let me hit that thing again. Okay, yeah. I'm just saying, if we're sending somebody in, if the trans community is going to send somebody in to fucking vouch for them, they need to send in a fucking warrior. You know, they can't send in.
I don't know what you're saying. Okay. I thought I knew what you were saying. But
I switched to a new idea.
Okay.
What I was saying is, do you think we all end the same skin color and in some sort of a trans sexual type of situation?
I think it's very possible that we all become genderless. Yes, I do think that's possible. Yeah. I think that might be what is happening with like microplastics or changing people's hormone systems. I don't know if you know about all that. Do you know about all that?
You know I don't know about it. I mean, I appreciate it, though.
There's a book called
Thank
Countdown.
You. That was nice of you.
By a woman. Her name is Dr. Shanna Swan. And she came on the podcast and she explained that there's certain chemicals that are in plastics and in some fertilizers that are disrupting the human body endocrine system. And it's causing people's penises to shrink, balls to shrink, sperm counts are lowering. And one of the ways they find out about this is the size of people's taints.
Oh, wow.
Yes. In male mammals, the taint is 50 to 100% larger than female mammals. So like when they pick up a gerbil, that's how they can quickly tell whether or not it's a boy or a girl, is by the size of the taint. And when the introduction of phthalates, it starts with a P, P-T-H-A-L-A-T-E-S, I think it's how you spell it. You say phthalates. And phthalates are a type of chemical that disrupts the human body, and because of the use of petrochemical products, the increase of phthalates into the human body from contamination has caused people's taints to shrink, balls to shrink, dicks to shrink, sperm counts to drop, and miscarriages to go up. And they think that if you think about that, like that is like causing gender to just kind of compress and to become like more ambiguous. And in the future, if that continues to happen, what does that mean? Like, what do we become genderless? And then what do we do to try to keep the human race alive? Well, we may revert to genetic engineering, like some sort of a medical technological intervention, so we breed from like splicing genes.
So we get enough males and we get enough females.
Yeah, and that has always been what's crazy about this is, although this sounds nuts, we're talking about it now, for decades are performing experiments and making hybrids with human beings because their genetic material has run stale, because they're breeding, or they're rather reproducing through genetic manipulation rather than through sex, because they don't have sexual intercourse anymore.
So they need our eggs and sperm.
They need all that stuff. They need our material. But because they don't have that anymore. So that might be where all biological creatures that develop technology, and technology in our case involves a lot of plastic. The more technology, the more plastic in the bodies, the more the bodies become genderless.
Wow.
Wild.